Folks, we're back at 12 minutes past the hour. We like to answer questions that you have about all kinds of topics here on Minnesota Live. And a couple of weeks ago, David sent us a note and he wrote, I think people are beginning to notice more and more black squirrels around. I haven't seen a story on it yet.
All right, David, well, you ask, we answer. Today, we are learning all about squirrels.
Posted pop-up notes pop up one at a time from the new dispenser. Now you'll always know where your Post-it notes are. So you won't go nuts looking for nuts.
Aha, it's a squirrel with Post-it notes, a beloved Minnesota brand and a squirrel. Joining us via Zoom to talk squirrels is Blaine Klemick, Minnesota DNR Regional Wildlife Manager. Blaine, how are you?
Pretty good. I really appreciate being here.
Tell us a little bit about what you do so we can establish your brilliance in the squirrel, the topic of squirrels.
Well, I'm a wildlife biologist, wildlife manager for Minnesota DNR, and regional wildlife manager here in the northwest part of the state. Started my career as a private lands biologist, and over the years have been promoted and so forth. And here I am today in a regional management role for the Minnesota DNR.
And you're in Bemidji joining us this morning.
I'm in Bemidji. Yes, I am.
It looks snowy where you are.
It is. It's winter.
Yeah.
I think it's here to stay now.
So we have you on this morning talking squirrels because, again, one of our viewers emailed us about squirrels, and then we started talking amongst ourselves. How many different types of squirrels do we have in Minnesota? And so we're glad that you're here with us to answer a couple of these questions. The first one being, is there such thing as a black squirrel?
Well, there certainly is, and I grew up, I like to bring this story up because I grew up on a dairy farm in Otter Tail, Minnesota, Otter Tail County, Minnesota. My father used to point out that these black squirrels were a different species. And I remember being kind of skeptical of it at that point in time because these black squirrels were mixed in with all the gray squirrels in our woodlands and forests and such, as well as fox squirrels and red squirrels. Come to find out, what black squirrels really are is just a melanistic phase, a black phase of the gray squirrel, so they are not a separate species. Black melanism, the pigment that causes dark colors in wildlife, is, like I said, it's a genetic mutation. It occurs naturally in the environment. And in some cases, black can actually become sort of dominant in a population. There's actually some attributes to having that black fur that makes them well adapted to Minnesota's cold winters because, obviously that absorbs some sunlight and warmth. But a black squirrel is simply a gray squirrel. That's all it is. It's a genetic mutation.
So the person who emailed us said that he had been seeing more of them. Is there a chance that genetically the black ones in that particular area might be dominant or having more babies that also have that mutation?
That's very possible. That if this viewer is seeing a few more black squirrels and gray squirrels, they could be a little bit more dominant in that particular local population. It is true too that the gray phase of the black squirrel, the predominant color phase of gray squirrels, they do interbreed, and litters can be of various color. Could have a black phase baby in a litter, as well as the rest of the litter mates being gray.
Okay, so Blaine, you mentioned the gray squirrel and the fox squirrel. I mentioned earlier the flying squirrel. You say we have 5 species that reside in Minnesota?
That's correct. The gray, the fox, the red squirrel, as well as 2 species of the flying squirrel, the southern flying squirrel and the northern flying squirrel. There you go.
Now, are those flying squirrels everywhere, or are those in certain areas? I don't think I've ever seen one.
Yep, and you hit on a good point there. They're nocturnal. You see those big eyes? That's a strong indicator that a species of animal is nocturnal. And the flying squirrel is indeed a nighttime active squirrel, and it's why we don't very often see them. A lot of people actually set up lights on timers to their bird feeders to capture, observations of flying squirrels. Myself included, southwest of Bemidji have flying squirrels that routinely will land on the bird feeder to feed on black oil, sunflower seed, and so forth.
I feel like you're making a little pitch for that, like little ring bird feeder out there that people are becoming very popular.
Because we know the squirrels will be in the bird feeder.
And that's the everlasting battle that people have that love feeding birds, is to try and keep squirrels out of the bird feeder.
So as the squirrel expert, do you have any tips for us?
I devised a little kind of a method. I have a fly-through bird feeder on top of a metal platform. And underneath that is the post that holds everything up. I have a couple of different sizes of stovepipe wrapped around that post. Squirrels have a heck of a time climbing metal, at least big around. And then once, at least in my case, the squirrels get up to that platform, they can't negotiate around it. So I kind of enjoy watching squirrels attempt to get up my sunflower seed, but every once in a while, one will outsmart me. And I've had squirrels will climb a nearby tree and leap through the air to land on top of that platform. So it's a challenge to outsmart a squirrel. They're very agile, they're very intelligent, and they're just a fascinating animal all around, really.
What kind of squirrels are we seeing on the screen right there? Big long ears on that guy.
On that guy.
That's a Western species. I don't recall the name of that particular squirrel offhand, but it is a Western species. Not sure where this video was from, but we don't have them here.
Looks like it is. Huh. Well, that's different. I didn't expect that. We used to have a white squirrel or some white squirrels in our yard, and you're also saying it's not albino, right?
Well, it could be. Albinism exists in wildlife, humans as well. And so does leucocystic, which is just the opposite of melanism. It's the white phase. Now, an animal that has leucocystic traits would not be an albino per se if it didn't have the pink ears, the pink nose, the pink eyes. If those eyes are black and other features are black, then what you're looking at is just a white colored squirrel, a leucocystic squirrel.
So we learned something. We learned a new thing today, leucocystic.
Blaine, thank you. This has been really
thanks, Blaine.
informative.
You bet. Thank you.
You just wait. Next time your email pops up from Minnesota Live, we're going to be asking you about your next woodland creature we're going to deep dive into. I'm thinking porcupine, badger. There's so many different choices.
I'd love to help.
Awesome.
This is good stuff.
Thanks, Blaine.
Bye, thank
I will
you.
post a link to learn more about Minnesota's squirrels on minnesotalive.com.
He was going to have to go back to the drawing board for figuring out how to keep the squirrels out of his feeders.